Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of URU. I hope you've all had a great week. Last time out, we joined Kadish for the first time. A very interesting, let's say, misty forest-esque age with trees so tall you cannot see their tops. You can only see the leaves falling down from them. Inside that age, we found a puzzle that we can't solve, and inside that puzzle, we found ourselves a museum, a library. Well, I guess we'll find out. There's some nice windows here, though. In the chat this morning, we have Star Shadow X2 representing all the way from Canada. Thank you very much for setting your alarm, Star Shadow. Dark Fae is just doing a quick supermarket run. I'll be back in a minute. Shroomfi is in the chat. Justy303 in the chat. And Justy has also resubscribed with Prime, subscribed for 14 months now. Do you know what? I'm going to need to ask Souffle to create some more badges, right? Because I think the 12-month badge is our highest badge that we go to. So we're going to need some more badges. Spiber's also in the chat. Jaffrus, good morning to you. Sleepyot, good morning to you. One piece of admin news. Justy has very thoughtfully volunteered to also help out with modding on the chat. So he has also now got a mod sword. Thank you very much, Justy, for volunteering for that. So we've got 2 mods in the chat. It's like we're like a proper streaming channel now or something. Two other pieces of news, one of which affects YouTube as well, so you'll want to listen to this bit. But so we discussed after last week's episode the policy on spoilers and hints in URU. Okay, and I think this sort of deserves a little bit of clarification, because we spent a lot of time in last episode working on something that was unsolvable because it was a piece of functionality for the multiplayer version of URU which never made it into complete Chronicles. And indeed some people in the YouTube comments section have said that, well, actually, you know, in that respect, Moolah would actually have been better than complete Chronicles anyway. But way back in the day, we discussed whether we were going to play Moolah or whether we were going to play complete Chronicles. And we decided on complete Chronicles, and that's what we're sticking with. However, I think it's pretty reasonable, given the fact that this game started out life as an online multiplayer puzzle game, and has then been ported into a single-player experience, but with a lot of the trappings of the multiplayer game still, in sort of, I guess you would sort of say it's like in a half-complete form or in a sort of disabled form. I think we necessarily have to soften the rules on what constitutes a spoiler or what constitutes a hint for that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously we spent a lot of time last week on an unsolvable puzzle for that reason. So I think, you know, if you see that we're getting stuck on something that we really should not be getting stuck on, then, you know, no one's going to be upset for pointing me in the right direction on this game, because I think URU is pretty unique in the Myst puzzle game space. Yeah, I agree, Spy, but URU seems like the sort of game where a bit of guidance can help. I think URU is pretty unique in the sort of Myst puzzle game space, where a lot of it is very steeped in the real-life history of what happened with the game 20 years ago. And it's been an absolute, as I've said before, it's been an absolute pleasure having you guys in the chat actually like guiding us through this narrative, right? Particularly on the real meta stuff about like who was an Cyan employee and who was on the thing. The other piece of admin, more of a reminder for everyone, is that you know, as I sit in my office, gradually surrounded by more and more pieces of new baby paraphernalia, we are very close now to the end of July, okay? And once we hit August, you know, my wife's due date is coming up pretty soon. So just as a brief reminder, you know, to probably strongly consider whether, you know, subscriptions is something you want to do, because at some point I'm going to be taking a break from the streaming. I'll probably be curtailing my YouTube down a lot. I recorded my final episode of Ori and the Will of the Wisps the other day, and that's going to be up in like a week or two's time, and then that game is not being replaced in the Monday slot, as I sort of pare down in preparation for the baby arriving. So that's just to let you know. So I just want to be transparent about that, right? Because, like, obviously, you know, I don't want you guys to sort of, you know, hit that, you know, subscribing with Prime, or subscribing, you know, without Prime, and then, like, in 2 weeks' time, if the baby arrives, then I'm just not going to be streaming anymore, right? So I just want to be fully transparent on that, you know. Okay, right, let's get into it. Okay, what do we got? So, we've got things here. We're going to take some screenshots of everything in this room, to be honest. Doop-a-doop-a-boo. I hope you guys had a good week. There was a group of people on the Discord, and those of you on YouTube might be interested. There's a group of people on the Discord yesterday playing Moolah together, which I think is great. I saw you guys on the voice chat. I was otherwise engaged yesterday. Otherwise, I'd have popped on and said hello. But, yeah, I hope you guys had great fun. Tell me, yeah, tell me about it. How was the session? The central on these is the same, but then we've got 2 dots, nothing, and then lines. But actually, yeah, no, that's the same for all of these. It's not always 2 dots and lines, but we'll take a screenshot anyway, and we'll put it there. Oh, look! It's rotating very slowly round. So those are the Deneen numbers around the edge, of course. So we're doing like a 4-digit code or something like that. This room feels very Rem-esque, right? There's one room in Rem, particularly. If you guys have been watching Rem, or if you've played Rem before, you'll know which room I mean. I believe, actually, if you're watching Rem on YouTube, I think you're going to see that room for the first time in this Thursday's episode. But there's a room in Rem where it just presents you with a whole bunch of clues in a very similar style to this room, actually. That it's just, they're up on the walls and it's just a bunch of clues. Like an art gallery. This is one of the things I don't like about URU. There's a lot of architecture which looks like buttons but aren't buttons. Oh, hey! Well, that can't stop me because I can't read. Oh. No. No. Okay. I think maybe we're not intended to go past there. We can, however, take screenshots of this stuff. But yeah, new baby prep is going well. We've got, in my office, sat next to me right now over here, we've got the Moses baskets that we got down from the loft. We've got the bottle sterilizer, the Timmy Toppy Perfect Prep machine, which I would highly recommend if you're doing bottle feeding. Perfect Prep is an absolutely brilliant product. Let me know if you're interested in hearing honest reviews for baby products, because I got plenty of them. One of the things that I absolutely love, right, design-wise, I'm not sure there's anything else to do in here, so we might just link back and then try and use what we've learned here for our other puzzle. One of the things that I absolutely really love, design-wise, is when a baby grow, some baby grows, right, they got poppers all the way down them, and it's so inconvenient, because when you got a little wriggly baby, it's really easy to get the poppers misaligned, right? So like you end up with like the top popper and the bottom popper stuck together, and then you don't notice till the whole thing's done, and then you're like, oh, I've got like one spare popper at the top, and then you like stand the baby up and like their whole outfit's kind of slightly jaunty, and you gotta pull out. Some baby grows, and I absolutely love it when they do this, the poppers are all silver except for one popper in the middle, usually, which is like a copper colour. So you always know that you can start with the copper ones, and those are always the ones which are aligned with each other, and then you can go up and you can go down from there. And that's super convenient, because then you know you can't miss one. Right. Justy's been there. Yeah, fair. I mean, the average age of my audience is a bit older than a standard YouTube audience, you know. So I'm expecting that there are a decent percentage of you must be parents. Just statistically speaking, because I think the average age of my viewers, according to the YouTube statistics anyway, I think the average age of my viewers is around about mid to late 30s. Okay. Do we reckon then that we're not trying to get these to look like each other, we're trying to get this to look like this. So this one comes downwards and it can't be moved. These ones up here can be moved. So which one can't be... Well, that's kind of interesting, right? Because I don't see... oh, well, actually, that one coming down from the top... Yeah, that could be those two, couldn't it? Okay. So maybe it is literally just 1, 2, 3. Let's not overthink it. Let's go with the simple. Let's go with a simple answer. Right? So, where are we trying to get to? So the little one... So that moves that one on its own. That moves the two of them, and that moves all three of them. So we need to move the little one into position first, which is there. Right, then we've got to move the stone one into position. The stone one needs to be around the bottom. And then this one is just hit that twice. And I would say that that is a reasonable facsimile of that. Good. Yeah, changing table. I would certainly recommend a changing table. Changing table's pretty optional. Changing table's pretty optional, but I've certainly found that, like, hoisting a baby up and changing them on a table is a lot better for my back than getting down on the floor to change baby every time. So, give that one a go. Hey, Dark Phase arrived! Hello, hello! Your quick pop out to the shops has worked. You haven't missed anything. All we've done is we checked out the museum a little bit. And, well, all you've missed is us taking some pictures of some things Here we go. Here's some things that we took pictures of. And now we're back onto Kadish Tolsia. I'm going to try and do this puzzle. Okay, do you reckon this one's number 2? So... yes, it's these two that don't move. Interestingly enough, yeah, these two are now in the position that we put them in the previous thing, isn't it? So that moves that one on its own, that moves that one on its own. So the large one we need to move into position first, because this is the only one that moves that. Then it's the largest one of, large-ish one of these, and I believe that's going to go round to the top here. And then as far as this one goes... oh, do you know what? No. I think actually... wait, hang on. No, I was pretty close there. I was pretty close there. It's going to come back round. Tell us about it. What did you get? What did you get? Was this like... I presume this was like a top-up shop. Because this ain't weekly shop at 9:30 on a Sunday morning. Well, you know, assuming your time zone, of course. I'm assuming it's not the middle of the night where you are, though. So I'm assuming it must be Sunday. Water and ambrosia. Oh, it's 8:30 on a Sunday night. Oh, blimey. So you must be quite far ahead then. Wow, so you're 11 hours ahead. Are you in Australia or New Zealand? Or Japan, I guess? I don't know. I get confused with which way the daylight savings works. One of the first countries in the world, New Zealand. Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah, I get really confused as to which way daylight savings works, because obviously in the summer we move an hour... hang on, is it forward or backwards? We go later in the summer, but our summer's your winter, so we move in opposite directions at both times of year. So at some times of year it's like 13 hours, and at some times of year it's like 9 hours or something like that. I don't know. Spring forward, fall back. Oh, fall back. Yeah, that works. Okay, so which one moves on its own? The big disc moves on its own first. Right. Okay, and then we've got those. Right, again, it's this little nubby one that moves on its own. So where are we trying to get that one to go? Trying to get that one to go to the bottom, I guess. Here we go. So. Trying to look to see. So we've got... so we need one which is going to come up like that. Yeah, I have a feeling that this one needs to be this way round to here. Something like that one. And then this one is going to go something like here. There we go. Alright. First puzzle of the day. Complete. Oh, Nev's also representing from New Zealand. Awesome. Well, it's great to have you guys on the stream. Huh. Cool, we'll take that. Ooh. You're generally awake at night for most of my friends' time zones, so it's great that they all have terrible sleep schedules. Oh dear, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's one of those, like the UK is in a bit of a weird middle ground, isn't it? Because there's not really any sensible time that we would be up for, you know, like the evening in the US just wouldn't work in the UK at all because it's the middle of the night, which is a real problem for things like, you know, things like the Las Vegas Grand Prix, for example, you know. Okay. Yeah, everything's either early morning or midday. Jasper123 is in the chat. Great to see you, great to see you. So have any of you guys been watching the Rem playthrough? I've been having an absolute blast playing Rem. It's really, really challenging, but it never quite steps over the line to unfair. If you've never played it, I'd give it a strong recommend. It might end up being one of my top 5 games of the year. Let's have a look at the Carnival of Clues. Ironically, most likely. I don't know. Is that anything? So there's a different sound effect when you turn on versus when you turn off. Are we trying to draw something on the floor? You've been really enjoying it. Amazing how many games from that era are such bangers. I know, right? Like, we played Obsidian really early in the year, and that was so good. Something you couldn't say until the end of last stream. The other thing you love about this age is that it basically has a built-in walkthrough if you know what you're looking at. Fair enough. Okay, right. I think let's turn these off and have a think. Oh, it's not clear which ones are on and which ones are off, is it? Okay. Okay, so we've used that one. That's fine. Here... Oh, hang on. That could be a bit of a clue. And that's a path we have to walk along. Don't know what that is, to be honest. But, okay. Yaha. So, what do you reckon the red dot is? Or maybe we should just ignore that for the moment. I wonder how forgiving this is going to be, because precision platforming, not exactly the vibe of the game. Here we go. No. Right, hang on. I'm counting things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, you got 8 per segment, so in total you got 32 segments. Well, there's definitely fewer than 32. Oh, hang on, look, there's a red thing right there. So, how we get to that? Jump it? We could probably fit down this gap, right? Ugh, come on. Come on, URU. Use your best caving strats. Incidentally, have any of you guys ever been fed up on your TikTok algorithm caving videos? Like, nope. Nope. Now that is a hobby that I fully do not understand. Like, yeah. Not letting us in, not letting us in. Wait. I mean, I guess we could try and do the negative. So let's hit all of the buttons so that it's a dark path that we're walking along. Give me... Let's do like 5 more minutes. Before hint. Yours is mostly cats, though you have been caving before. Not like a tour, but just a random cave. a friend knew about. Fair. Okay. So it's definitely this arrangement then, because this is how the path gets got. I mean, maybe that red thing is just these red pillars here. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't walk it correctly. Is this easier? Don't know if it is. Do you know what? Maybe turning caps lock off will make it a bit easier. Kind of hoping this door's going to open at some point. It's interesting that the room is rotating around with us when we're in third-person mode. It's like, it kind of feels like... I don't know. It's an interesting camera choice for sure. Like, it kind of feels like... Or maybe it's... Is there a button up here or something? So... The thing that's red here is directly opposite the third platform. So if I count them round, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, hang on, no. You don't start counting at 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the opposite one. This is the opposite. So this would be where that red is kind of indicated. Which would make it this platform, this one here? No, it wouldn't make it that one there. It'd make it this one here. Roughly. Hang on. It'd be easy to look from this direction. It's that one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's this one here. The textures popping in and out, I'm assuming is not part of the puzzle. There's nothing there. Huh. Do we need to touch each segment? So, because there's this bit here that we're not touching currently. But no, it would be a bit weird to be like, oh yeah, no, you have to touch every segment of this thing on your walk. That just wouldn't be... That's just a bit strange. So I don't think it's going to be that. But also, I'd kind of maybe expect the door to open and then to close if you touch the wrong thing. I don't know. Okay, Nev, feel free to drop a hint. Is it in one of the other stained glass windows that I just haven't been paying attention to? I wouldn't have thought so. I'd have thought these are all other puzzles. Starting from red, what path could you follow? Ooh. Oh, interesting. Okay, so starting from the red one. Wait. So hang on, if the red one is the opposite to here, so starting from here, what path could I follow? I could follow it to the center. Like to there. Red dot, you are here. Red dot, you are here. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Hang on. Where I am at the moment, I'm here at the moment from where this is. So, because, whoops, no, not that one. So it comes back round and up and in here. I mean, let me double check that I have indeed put the right lights on. So, if I put this one off, this one off, and this one off, should reset. Yeah, okay. So I think we've got the correct lights on. The lights can be a bit finicky. Ah, right, okay. So maybe we did the right thing, but we just didn't do it right. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So we'll start from over here. And where can we go? Oop. We can go to the middle of the room. Oh! Oh, right, okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting puzzle. How are you supposed to make the deduction that the door is not your objective, that the light on the floor is not where you're trying to go, but you're actually trying to go to the middle of the room? Because I'm not sure I would have made that leap, to be honest. Like, that was definitely worth a hint in retrospect, because we'd have been on that for quite a while. So yeah, let me know. How did you make that leap? Just something that you can do from the red dot, I suppose. There's something in the lore book that this age is about stuff hidden, not in the obvious, in the shadows. Oh, red dot and lore. Interesting. Hang on, have we missed a lore book? Oh, no, that's just my journal. Ah, right, we're closing that behind us. Right, 2 paths. Oh no. Just 1 path. Unless it's one of those weird antechamber style paths. Have you guys ever played Antechamber? I've never beaten it. I got about halfway through it, I guess. But yeah, that's a hard maze to navigate round for sure. It's about as close to 4-dimensional space as you can get, really. Yeah, well, as I say, I've never beaten it. I couldn't get... I tell you exactly where I got up to. I got up to having the green gun. But, yeah, I got up to having the green gun. Oh, do you know what? We're gonna remove the sticks, because the sticks are just littering. Someone in the YouTube comment section was saying, oh yeah, I spent ages trying to get my sticks arranged nicely on Relto. Like, oh. Yeah, that's fair. Do you reckon we can make that jump? Might be able to. Huh! Nope. Oh, do you know what? We don't have a journey page to go back to very easily, do we? Ah. Never mind. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I couldn't get the hang of how the green gun worked. Because the green gun, you'd like fire the green goop and whatever, but like I always seemed to find that I was like running out of ammo somehow. And yeah, I just couldn't get the hang of how that gun was supposed to work. But yeah, it'd be a good game to go back to at some point. The thing is, there are just way more games than one has time to play games, you know? So you've got to be very, very strict on what you are and aren't going to play, right? Now, I'll give you an example of that fairly recently, right? So my wife bought Tears of the Kingdom fairly recently on the Switch, and I started playing it actually because obviously, you know, you guys know that I have a bit of a Zelda thing, and you know, we're most of the way through Wind Waker at the moment, and I'm enjoying Wind Waker. But I played like the first 3 hours of Tears of the Kingdom, like recorded like 3 episodes of it, but like I just couldn't get into it. Like, I mean, I think if a game doesn't get you after 3 hours, it's a bit like, yeah, you know. And that's no shade to anyone who liked Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I really like Breath of the Wild, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I kind of just prefer the retro Zeldas anyway. I've been having an absolute blast with Wind Waker. Well, ain't that a massive, ominous-looking pyramid? Oh. It's kind of another Metroid Brainia, since the stuff you can do early on you just don't know how to interact with until later. You bought Pokemon Violet, one of 2 games you own on the Switch. Keep going back to Vampire Survivors. Huh. It was okay. Still Zelda and exploration. What I really like about Zelda's are the dungeon designs, and Tears of the Kingdom doesn't really have dungeons. Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things that I found a bit disappointing about Breath of the Wild, to be honest, was the... Oh man, this is dark. One of the things I found slightly disappointing about Breath of the Wild, to be honest, was the fact that the shrines were, you know, kind of nice little puzzle rooms or whatever, but they were usually literally that, just a puzzle room. Aha. So is this like that scene in Indiana Jones where Indiana's like, Jay? Okay. Well, we can walk over it without falling through the floor. So, that's something. Yeah, misspelling Jehovah. Oh, dear. What happens if you press the button again? Fine. Oh, you were actually talking about Breath of the Wild, not Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, right, okay. I have no idea if Tears of the Kingdom has dungeons or not. I didn't get that far, to be honest. Yeah. Like, I mean, I like the fact that they're trying to innovate still and create new mechanics. And obviously these games are incredibly popular, so it'd be very hard to suggest that they're doing anything wrong. It's just that it's not for me, you know, and it's like, I think it's one of those ones where if there's so many great games to play and so little time to play them all, that realistically, if a game's not the vibe, just don't worry about it, you know. It's not like I spent 60 quid to have the game and then didn't play it. You know, as I say, my wife had it, and so she already played it. So it's not like it was a regrettable purchase or anything. Okay. Is it this? I don't think it's that. I don't think this is randomized either. I think this is always the same. So that's kind of something. So... do you know what? I didn't notice until now. But we've got numbers on the bottom, don't we? Good thing we can just about see them. We can just about see them, can't we? So you can see that that's a 1, 2, that's a 3. We know 3 very well now. 4, the famous Riven logo, and 6. So, the first one we're looking for then is a giant mushroom tree. Now we can walk round the edge of this without touching any of it. So maybe what would be really handy would be to try and see if we can have some way of getting a picture of the whole grid. Not bad. Not the best, but it's... yeah, acceptable, maybe. So, what have we got in here then? So we've got a box for sure. That's another box. The boxes are easy to spot, aren't they? That's a pyramid with a sun. That's a pyramid with a sun. There's another pyramid with a sun. So they're definitely reusing the same symbols more than a few times. So we've got circles. Oh, actually, there's a couple of different kinds of box. Yeah. Because there's little box as well. Yeah, little box. Let's make little box green. Little box. And that's a circle. There's a pyramid back there. You can see that. There don't seem to be that many. If we're trying to hit up tree first... the thing is, these and these are going to be quite easy to get confused for each other, aren't they? Maybe we should have tried to take a picture of all three sides of each one. So there's box, box. I tell you what I do not see, like, at all on this floor. I don't see any number ones. I don't see any giant mushrooms. Like, that looks like a number 4 to me. Huh. Yeah. And I also don't see any number 6s either. So what's that going to imply? Okay. Jasper's redeemed. We've got a long journey ahead. Which usually would imply that we don't have the knowledge we need to be able to solve this puzzle at this point. Okay. If we don't have the knowledge to solve this one... We've got Grandmaster Disaster in the chat. Hey, we're mostly doing alright. If we don't have what we need to solve this one... Oh, ooh, that's handy. Where are we gonna go? Did I press the button in there? I did press the button in there. That's what illuminated the floor. Oh, okay, you've never made it this far, just messing around. Oh, fair enough. Try looking at your other clues. Alrighty. Well, still valuable to come back out here, otherwise we wouldn't have found that, we wouldn't have found the journey cloth. Which, you know, ultimately is actually our ultimate aim, right? Well, let's have a look at some of our other clues. So, we've used that one, we've used that one. We've got these here. Now... I mean, some of these are certainly represented. This doesn't look quite right. And... not sure on that one. So is it this one that we should be looking at? Oh, hang on. Which one's the one? This one's the one? Or this one's the one? There's a lag on the chat, so hard to say. Oh, this one's the one. Really? Huh. That would not have been my guess. I mean, yes, we do have pyramids being shown here. Okay. Let's move these round a little bit. So let's move that over to here. So that we can look at these together. So this symbol here and this symbol here, obviously somewhat similar. You believe the hint that it's the one is the 6 dots at the bottom. Ah, right, okay. 6 dots here, 6 things here. Fair enough. I mean, there is a path you can walk here where you're only walking on pyramids. Yeah, there is a path where you're only walking on pyramids. We could give that a go. So you go in here, and then here. And it's kind of... No, that's not it. It's interesting that that does make a path straight through the board, though. The circle that looks like a target in the top is supposed to be a spotlight. And it's shining down on something. Okay. So, well, the spotlight's in the middle of the room. The spotlight's in the middle of the room. So... So are we supposed to be trying to end a path in the middle of the room? So this one has got the pyramid with the circle with 3 lines coming out of it, which isn't really explicitly represented in this painting at all. But well, it is also represented in this picture here. Now this gold line that's coming down here. Having a little look. I should also watch where I'm backing up into as well, because we've fallen foul of that sort of thing before. Do I actually just want to draw this out longhand? We could do. It's not that large. It's 5, 4, 5 and 4. No. No, wait, hang on. Oh no, it's 6, isn't it? It's 6. Yeah. Only the way a man is when he is hidden is how he is. A shallow glimpse can deceive. Look deeper, ponder, and recognize all that is hidden. Oh, okay, okay. Are we supposed to do it with the floor hidden? What? Hang on, wait. Why has that happened now? It just turned off last time we did that. What? Hang on. We pressed this button before, and it just made the floor dark. It's children's glow-in-the-dark star stickers. The middle of the image is supposed to be timers. You're supposed to turn the light on, wait, and then turn the light off. Right. Cheerio, Spiper. Thank you for dropping by this morning. Well, in that case... yeah, okay. I kind of, in retrospect, I kind of see it now. It's like, turn the spotlight on and then close it again. Yeah, okay. So now we've got a different set of paths to look at. So that's actually a 6, not a 1. That could definitely be a 1 up there. That's a 1. No, wait a minute. That's inside a circle. Well, they're all inside circles, so... So that's a 1, but it doesn't have a 2 next to it. So we need to get on a tree first, and then a box second. I'm assuming we need to form a path, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Along these symbols. So... the second one has to be a box. Can we even see a number 2 anywhere on here? Maybe that one up there, but that looks a little bit more like a number 4. I think we're forming a path like in Indiana Jones, but without the death. That's true. I kind of wish I'd taken a screenshot of all 3 sides of each of these triangles. But like, I assumed it would be easy to differentiate them, because this has got just large squares. It's more about a set of symbol. Right, so maybe we're looking for a particular symbol that gets repeated. That is not any more helpful. I mean, in terms of what the other hint shows... I mean, the other hint shows circles, right? So is it that we're looking for the circle motif in here? I mean, we've got circles all round here. I mean, assuming that we're trying to end up in the middle, that's like tree, isn't it? We don't even know how far the path needs to be. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Could be that one. What would it be? Here, 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 and then that one. Oh, okay. That puzzle felt very sketchy. Very sketchy. I have to admit, I don't think I'm doing very well at URU, to be honest. Like, a lot of these puzzles seem a little bit more... No! What are you... Can I wait and it will take me down again? Or do I have to walk the path again? Oh, yes! No, I can wait! Okay, let's get off the lift. Yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like we've struggled more with URU than we did with Riven, Exile or Revelations. And I don't know, I'm not really sure why, to be honest. I think the puzzles feel a lot more obtuse with URU, or maybe just like, I don't know, there's something about it. There's something about the design of URU that doesn't quite work for me somehow. Don't know why. Bonk. Right. Well, we've got 4 levers. And the clue that we have it's a hard age, this one. I think that's why they went with so much information in the gallery. URU stuff can be a lot more vague. And a lot of puzzles are crowdsourced. Fair, fair. Puzzle solutions, not the puzzles themselves. Although there are modders making new worlds. Ah. So what we have is we have red, white, green, and blue. This one seems a little bit more straightforward. So we've got 1, 2, 3, wait, no, that's also a 3. Wait, So blue says 1, 3, and 4. Blue says 1, 3, and 4. Red says 2, 3, and 4. Let's write it up. Three, 4, 2. Blue is 1, 4, 3. Green has got 2, 3, 4. Do you know what? Make a lot more sense to write it in the colour. 3, 4. Just a little bit less chance of messing it up. 2, And then white has got... Well, that's a 2 again. That's a 3. And that's a 1. So... Now this was also rotating very slowly in a clockwise fashion. I believe it was clockwise that it was rotating. Only the way a man is when he is hidden is how he is. A shadow glimpse can deceive. Look deeper, ponder, and recognize all that is hidden. So it could be a really long code where you go pull the white one once, then you're going to pull, hang on, this was rotating around this way, so we would go anti-clockwise around here. So pull the white one once, pull the green one twice, pull the blue one 3 times. Then pull the red one twice. Like, it's about as good a suggestion as any. Where would we start, though? Where would we start? What would be our starting lever? Maybe the starting lever being the left-hand one is as good as any to begin with. So let's go with something like well, here's the one. The left hand lever is red, so that's no good. Yeah, do we really want to start here with red? I guess we could. Well, what are these? What numbers do these say? The numbers we're not using. 1, 3, there's another 1. There's another 1. 1, 4, 3. Like, is there anywhere on this dial where you'd say, yeah, that's a 0? Like, that would indicate where you start. But I don't think it does. That's just a 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1. Yeah. So, in the window itself, yeah, I don't see any obvious hit. Like, we've got some squares down here which don't quite translate directly to the colours. Okay, maybe we just give it a go. Oops. Well, that's our starting point chosen for us, I guess, then, right? So that was the white one that we just pulled once. Okay, fine. So, white one, what? Maybe it doesn't matter where we start. So, green twice. Okay. Then it's going to be blue 3 times. This is going to take a long time to input. Then red twice. It very much looks like we're going to run out of potential energy on these. Then we need green 3 times. I'm starting to sense this is not the solution to this puzzle. Fine. That button is clearly a reset, so let's not press that straight away. I mean, where we're trying to get to is up there, right? So... Huh. Why is it not letting us climb that? That's weird. Okay, can we jump off the top here, Andy? I mean, not being funny, but it kind of looks like we just need a ladder to take us up to the top, isn't it? So, what happens if I just put that up to the top? Can we just climb that? Okay, so there's no ladder after that point. Well, there's a ladder on there, which is fine, yeah, so... So we'll bring that up twice. And then, well, we know that the first one here, we can jump to that one over there. Because this one's got ladder rungs for 2 levels. Don't understand why that's not letting us climb it, though. Weird. Weird. Okay, let's reset that down. Okay. So all of these have got ladders on one side. They do not have ladders on the other side of them. There is a ladder. Oh, maybe that's not a ladder up there. Oh, it should allow us to climb it. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're actually going to want that to be 4 high, aren't we? Okay. And then if we make this one 3 high, then, well, I think the problem is that we're going to run out of potential energy before we get that far. Oh, well, that's got a ladder for 2 heights worth. So we might be able to get away with just doing 1 on this one. And then we might be able to just climb that, to be honest. Climb, please. Why you no climb? Ah! Walk away and back. Okay. Okay. Do we have any more potential energy in the system? Can I bring this one up? No. Pillars can't be manipulated when someone's moved them. Maybe you moved on it whilst it was still moving. Oh. Oh, so have I got it stuck? Try using the second one twice and the first one once. Okay. Right, let's see if that has, like, reset them at all. No. Okay. Should I reset the puzzle and try again? Hey, Spiper. Okay. So we are raising these pillars, and hopefully, just let the game do its thing before moving on. Okay. We're raising these pillars, but we're sort of struggling with some ladder issues. Excuse me. Right, that should be enough to get us to the top there. And then what we need is we need to push this one twice, and then we should be good. Okay. Oh dear. That's not ideal. Let's try walking, if walking will make a difference. Oh, blimey. Not ideal, guys, is it? Not ideal. Maybe we just need to reload the age or go back to the previous rooms and come back. Well, I mean, conveniently enough, we've got a journey cloth right there, and we are at time for today's stream. So, join us next time where we are hopefully going to be able to work out the mysteries of the ladder glitch. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for following our journey through URU. I will see you next week. Have a great rest of your week, YouTube. Bye for now. Okie dokie. For those of us on Twitch, thank you very much for coming live and watching us today. It's been great having you here. It's, yeah, URU, it's a challenging game. It's a challenging game. I certainly feel like...